Hello, YouTube. It's Auntie Mickey, and I want you guys to welcome my guest co-host today. This would be Zamir, and he won't be staying with us very long to cover some of the news today because he needs his diaper changed. Isn't that right? You stinky. But until that happens, which it will be in a few minutes, I smell the power coming. I need you to like, share, and subscribe. And while you do that, I'm going to change him. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, we can talk about some things. Isn't that right? Yeah. Hallelujah. So, I was going through the news today, online, even on television, and I came across this article about this young lady that lives right here in Kent, Washington, who has just been found guilty of defrauding the PPE program from COVID. $6.8 million. I'm going to roll the tape. You don't have COVID, do you? Nah. Stay tuned.
Paradise Williams, who was this person that was apparently behind this big theft case, one of the biggest in the country, and just sentenced to 5 years, right?
Correct, yeah.
And what do we know about what she was accused of doing?
So Paradise Williams, she was living in Kent at the time when she started defrauding all of the different government pandemic assistance programs throughout the pandemic, including programs that were supposed to help small businesses, like the Paycheck Protection Program, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program. She also filed fraudulent claims for unemployment. And then later in the pandemic, she defrauded the Emergency Rental Assistance Program of over $2.8 million. And that $2.8 million is the largest amount to date that we know of that's been stolen from the Emergency Rental Assistance Program.
It's a lot of money.
She used it for expensive cars, designer goods. She took luxury trips around the world to places like Dubai. And she also used it, she did use it on rent, but it was on luxury apartment complexes in Arizona that had things like resort-like living and things like that. So she and her co-defendants who have pled guilty have all been ordered to pay restitution. She's responsible for the entire amount of approximately $3.3 million. It's joint in a couple different ways for, everyone's responsible, but she has responsible for the total amount. The court has also ordered the Lexus and Range Rover that she purchased with the criminal funds to be seized. So those have been seized as well. This particular case, Paradise Williams' conduct was so broad that at some point in the beginning, we had multiple federal investigations opened against her because she was using a lot of different deceptive techniques and different aliases. And so it took us a little bit of time to figure out, oh, this is actually all tied to the same person. All of the different frauds that she was committing into one. We reviewed bank records, executed search warrants on Ms. Williams' home, on her computer, on her cell phones, and pieced together all of that evidence to bring the charges and identify her 5 co-defendants who were amongst the most proactive and willing participants in the scheme.
Interesting, isn't it? One of the highest amounts in the country to this young lady. And she went out and got a BBL, bigger titties, fancy cars, vacations. That's what our young ladies are coming to these days. And it's sad. It's sad. First of all, I don't condone you stealing in the first place. That's just something I can't get with, that trying to get over on the programs, because you know what? They gon', especially that kind of money, they gonna catch up with you. Okay? They're going to catch up with you in a quick, fast, and in a hurry, Ratchetonia fashion. And she flying all over the place, driving this kind of Lexus and that kind of Rolls or whatever she bought. And it doesn't make any sense because guess what? Now she's going to spend 5 years with her new booty and her new titties, and they will take her nowhere but the shower. I hope. Let me shut up. So, that's all I got to say about that today. I just pray for these young ladies these days because your priorities is all screwed up. All screwed up. You get a job. Just because the money was there doesn't mean you had to go steal it. Because I'm sure a lot of people did with that. I'm spitting. Just because the money was there doesn't mean that you had to go out there and steal it. I'm sure there was a lot of folks out there that needed that money more so than you did. And it doesn't mean that you didn't have to get any, but dang, $6.8 million? You didn't even have sense enough to invest in real estate. At least you could have got rid of that. You could have flipped that because you know you're going to have to pay this money back. At least 3 point some odd million. Don't even use your head. I hear tell she used to do hair here. One of my clients told me that she did hair. Well, I'm sure you're going to be doing hair in prison now. You got 5 years to do hair. Build you a clientele in there. You're going to have to take off them old crazy ass nails and all that. Your lace front wig, all that's got to go. So, practice up on your braiding skills, sweetheart. I don't feel bad for you at all. Not at all. It's a shame that this is the best you could do. This is the best you could do. Go out there and steal. And I bet you bragging to people about that mess. I hope not. But it wouldn't surprise me. Because the priorities of these young ladies nowadays is just killing me to see. You know, you're not concerned about uplifting the community at all. Much to do about yourself. But you know what I'm going to have to do now? My co-host has returned. I've got to go. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Bye.